Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Nitrostorm here, welcome back to RevivedWitch. So, it was pretty hot the past few days, so I couldn't make a video, but let's take a look at what's new in the summon section. Oh, so we have, Ella and her unique equipment, and we also have this. So we have a new unique equipment, but the character's not here. Why is that? Well, it is because the new character is the new Battle Pass character. So if you go to Dream Milestone, you can see that Hauen is the new character. I like the design, like a rabbit kind of, like Alice in Wonderland kind of outfit, you know what I mean? But in any case, this is who we're going to be reviewing today. And just to let you guys know if she's worth going for. Now, obviously, like all other Battle Pass characters, they are non-limited. Just a quick PSA. So you can pull them off banner. And also, soon, I think like next week or so, we are going to get another Battle Pass character as an awakening featured. So if you don't want to get the Battle Pass, you can always wait when she's featured if you do so want to get her, but you can also get her off banner anyway. Now that's out of the way, let's first take a look at Hauen's kit. So, first things first, as you may all know, when we do these character reviews, their skills are normally shown at maxed level skills, so max active skill and max level passive skill. So first things first, she is a Mercury Compeller, as you can see, blue element, and then Compeller is a class on the top left. First things first, let's take a look at her skills. So her first skill is called Rabbit's Blessing, and at level 5, it grants the ally with the lowest HP of 4-second invincibility. So pretty straightforward, nothing else to add. At first glance, it might seem a little bit niche. Alright, second skill is called Fairyland. It is a charge skill. So in order to utilize charge skills, you need to have your other two dolls activate their own skills. So this goes up by 1. Activating her own skills, Hauen's own skills won't charge up this bar. Just a quick PSA. In any case, what Fairyland does, once you fully charge this up, it'll automatically activate this skill, and what it does, it will dispel buff from all enemy targets and then reduce their magic defense by an amount equal to 40% of her own attack for 10 seconds. So, this is pretty nice, it's a dispel with a magic shred, so you can get some nice, pretty offensive support, no healing and stuff, but the dispel is with her, so you can bring any other DPS, magic DPS, that don't have any dispelling, which is basically all of them, and so this will benefit them a lot. And then last but not least, her passive, Reversed Vision, and what that does is that Rabbit's Blessing applies to all allies, boosting the damage by 60% for 10 seconds. So the passive is what changes this from a niche skill to something that could be very useful, because not only does it actually grant 4-second invincibility, it actually also boosts their damage dealt by 60%, which is very massive. Not only that, the skill itself will apply to all allies, so including herself, every single ally in the team will get a 4-second invincibility with a 60% damage increase, which I think is very strong. Now, in order to utilize this properly, you want to have some support where they increase their order energy regeneration speed. So someone like Odysseia with her unique equipment, unfortunately she is limited, so if you don't have her, like me, which I don't, then you would have to wait for her rerun. Or someone that's more obtainable, like Edine. So if you use Edine, you're obviously going to be lacking some healing unless you use the SSR mage Maya who heals with her passive. But if you don't use Maya, then your team will have no healing, so you're going to have to be heavily reliant on Hauen's first skill with the 4-second invincibility to ensure survivability if you use Hauen alongside Edine for the order energy regeneration. Or you can also do Hauen tank with let's see if I can find her. So you can either use Hauen a tank with I don't know why I forgot her name, Ushpia, with her unique equipment, which I don't have. But as you can see, her unique equipment increases order energy regeneration rate for every time she uses the skill. The only issue that she has is that her damage around endgame, you could say, is a little bit lacking compared to the others. But as you can see, it is very, very, it could be a decent shout for Hauen team comp. But in any case, her kit is pretty nice. Let's first take a look at her unique equipment before I make any opinions about her worth. But yeah, overall, her kit, just on her own, it seems pretty fun. It seems like you could potentially cheese bosses that are too difficult for you to handle, as in like bosses that would one-shot your team, for example. If you manage to get her S1 going and continuously without the invincibility running out, then it's possible that you could keep your whole team invincible. Now, let's take a look at her unique equipment, which is called Key of Fantasy. Alright, so when taking damage, heals all allies for 27.5% of her own attack. Oh, well, look at that, guys. There's your answer. This was what was missing from, her kit as a compeller. Well, in terms of how her kit works, right? Because depending on the comps that you use, for the most part, you're going to be lacking healing. But with this, when taking damage, heals all allies for 27.5% of self attack. Now, I know it says when taking damage, but in my opinion, well, not really my opinion, but I think, this is my speculation. I would assume that when you're invincible, the damage, when they hit you and the enemies hit you, I think that still counts as taking damage because it'll say immune or something. So I would assume that would still mean taking damage even though it's 0, and then that would still proc the heal all allies for 27.5% of her own attack. Now, obviously, if you upgrade this probably to max level, you'll be reaching around probably 35% to 40% of her own attack, which is pretty decent for something that's free. But yeah, if you have Hauen and her unique equipment, she does have a very nice kit that is very fun. However, do you need her? In my opinion, probably not, but I can see situations where you can use her. Just that when it comes to trying to deal lots of DPS, maybe she might not support you that much, but you have to keep in mind that she does have a very hefty passive, which if we show that again, is a 60% boost to overall damage. It's not even physical or magical damage, it's overall damage to both physical and magical. It's just that her charge skill reduces magic defense specifically, so obviously she'll work better with magic DPS. But yeah, overall I think she is a good character. If you're planning on getting the battle pass, I would say she would be a nice addition to your team, though I think for now you might not get that much use for her unless, for example, in the latest game mode that they currently have, which is if we load here in Dimensional Trials, the Evil Return Rebirth. If you happen to find a boss that might be too difficult, you might be able to have a use for Hauen when it comes to her invincibility, because I don't think we have an enemy that dispels our buffs at the moment. But obviously in PvP, she could also be useful there, though you might need to do a more manual approach perhaps. But yeah, in any case, that's it for this video. In terms of if she's worth it. I think she could be a decent addition. You know, her kit is very interesting. You know, there is some cheese potential with her first skill because her passive enables her S1 to apply to all allies, and 4-second invincibility is pretty big. And yeah, that's about it. I'll probably make a follow-up video in regards to the S1 and her passive because I can get the battle pass on my other account. But yeah, and again, that's all for this video. If you still got any more questions regarding Hauen and / or her unique equipment, do let me know down in the comments below. It's been your boy Nitrostorm. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.